Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to the video. This is a paid request. This time for Ash. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for a film called After Sex from 2000. I will admit, there's a chunk of me wondering why Ash wanted me to review this. But I have said and will continue to say anytime it could be for pretty much any type of video review, topic, reaction, commentary, so this counts. Because as I'm watching the film, I'm sitting there going, this is like the most dull, boring episode of Sex and the City, and I didn't even watch Sex and the City, but I would guarantee you that it would be more exciting than this movie. This is one of the more boring, nothing, inconsequential movies I've seen in a while. Most boring Sex and the City episode ever. It stars Brooke Shields. You have Virginia Madsen, who was in the original Candyman. You got D.B. Sweeney, who was in films like Fire in the Sky. You got Jonathan Shake, which I know I've seen him in other stuff. I forget which ones. Pretty much you have Brooke Shields, who's been divorced for a year. She has 3 friends who are married. Virginia Madsen and D.B. Sweeney are married, and they're like the time how long their sex is. One lady is married to this other guy who's got like this blonde type of whatever light colored hair, and they're pretty much bored with each other because they're sitting across the table and one guy's just eating cereal and looking at it, not paying attention to her. And then one is like a younger girl who's with Jonathan Shake, and he seems very attentive to her and like he really cares for her, but she seems like more annoyed by him. So anyway, Brooke Shields, she's depressed. The other 3 decide to take her to this Palm Springs resort. And while they're there, the whole like conversations, the way they talk to each other, the dialogue just comes off as so lifeless, so dull. No wonder this gets like a 4.5 IMDb. I would give it lower. And you get the idea that Brooke Shields didn't get a whole lot of action, but that maybe the other 3 married women had sex. We're assuming that, but they may have, they may not have. And for some reason, it'll keep coming back to 2 guys. One of them is Adam Carolla. You know, from back in the day, him and Jimmy Kimmel. I always forget, like Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon was in that movie Taxi. Jimmy Kimmel. They did this show called The Man Show way back in the day. And while Jimmy Kimmel kind of sold out and was an awful talk show host, Adam Carolla, I think, just did podcasting and his own thing. Once in a while, him and this other guy just pop up and they just talk about random stuff about relationships. Like, seek love like you seek a job. You know, you don't just let a job try to find you when you're at home. You expect love to be the same way. Or like what guys do, even though like at times they're talking about what the guys would do, even though it seems like the women are the ones that may be cheating on the guys. Or like, should you ever tell your lover that you cheated? Oh, don't. If it's one time, don't tell her. But if it's multiple times, then you tell her. I'm sitting there going, why? It's like it's like someone knew that this movie was so boring. Let's just cut back to Adam Carolla and this other guy. That seems like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this was planned from the start. But it seemed like it was different film quality, and it felt just kind of put after the fact. Like, okay, say this dialogue, we'll put it every once in a while to try to get some chuckles or laughs out of the audience. I'm sitting there going, I mean, it wasn't hilarious, but those 2 guys are more interesting than any of the characters in the actual story. Because Brooke Shields just come off as whiny. What you guys did last night, was that about me? Who said it was supposed to be about you? Shut up. And so when they get home early and they're all acting weird, so Jonathan Shake, he's trying to talk to the younger girl and she doesn't say anything. Spoilers, you find out all she did was kiss the guy. And Jonathan Shake's pretty head in the clouds. Which I'm like, I mean, that's not his fault. You're the one that kissed. If the guy had kissed another woman, you'd be pissed off. So why would you not expect the same thing if the sequences are reversed? The one lady who's with the guy who's bored reading cereal, it seems like they both cheat on each other, so you both either deserve or don't deserve each other, however you want to work it out. So when the guy is crying on a basketball court, I'm like, I don't feel sorry for you. You're going to strip clubs and seems like you're ready to get all the other women. I have no reason to feel sorry for you. You're both at fault. You both suck. D.B. Sweeney is paranoid of Virginia Madsen because she's hiding something, but it's like, why is she hiding something? Why is she acting differently? And you kind of found out, I don't even know why she was acting so differently. She was acting guilty, but then she's like, I didn't sleep with anyone. I guess you find out she really didn't sleep with anyone. So then I don't know why she was acting so damn guilty beforehand. And she was acting so weird beforehand. I don't know. If the movie said it, I don't know. Apparently D.B. Sweeney and Brooke Shields had a fling before he was married. And so he's thinking that Virginia Madsen cheated on him. And he's trying to hug Brooke Shields. And then Virginia Madsen thinks they slept with each other now, but they didn't. So she busts a car. They use D.B. Sweeney's car, but I think it was Jonathan Shake's car. One of the few things I remember is I think it was D.B. Sweeney and Jonathan Shake. They hug each other and they slap each other's back and they go, why do guys do that? You know, you hug, you slap each other's back. And the other goes, this it means I don't want to fuck you, bro. Like, is that what it means? I'm thinking that's what it means if you slap. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to cornhole you, bro. I didn't know that's what it meant, but now thanks to this movie, I now know what that means. If someone hugs me and slaps my back, he didn't want to cornroll me. Well, or cornhole. Cornrow is different, but I guess he doesn't want to do that either. There's no hair. You can't do it. I shaved it all off. And that's bald too. No, I'm just, I don't care about these characters. I don't care about the relationships. You all seem like terrible people. Like Virginia Madsen, you're being standoffish. If you didn't do anything wrong, why are you being so standoffish? You guys don't want to talk to each other. Jonathan Shake, he's kind of just aloof for most of it. And at the end of the day, it's, I guess the one girl and the guy, they split. Jonathan Shake and the girl, they kiss. Virginia Madsen and D.B. Sweeney, they're kind of awkwardly eating Chinese food. But she did walk to the bed, so maybe eventually they'll get over it. And Brooke Shields, she didn't find love, but she bought a cat. So I guess the idea is that she's, after arguing with Virginia Madsen, and they're probably not friends anymore, wanted to be with D.B. Sweeney, but he says no. Her and this other girl having a fight. And it seems like those two are still friends afterward. I guess she accepted it's fine to be single right now, and she gets a cat. I'll tell you one thing, a movie called After Sex, there ain't much sex in it. There ain't much nudity in it. There's That one thing about the slap of the bat was probably the most memorable dialogue. The Brooke Shields is just whiny and unlikable. Out of the girls, I guess I would say I like Virginia Madsen the most because I just liked her as an actress. One of those things that if you just talk, things would be solved very quickly, but I guess that's part of the point. So all she had to do was get a cat the whole time. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I thought it was very boring. I thought it was very slow. Wasn't engaging. It was a lifeless, dull movie. And I just see why I never heard of this film and why nobody else has heard of this film. Ain't worth it. So, thanks for watching. Take care. And we'll see you guys later. Because I got not much else to say about it. Later.